Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Gather a Hunter. We are still down south on location in Manjimup at Chateau June-Jerome, and we are going to cook up some Marron. So, Clint, what have we got down here?
We've got our pot out, so yeah, we'll just pull it in and we'll see what we've got.
Sweet. I've got the barbie set up, we've got some truffles, and yeah, let's cook. Come on, Clint, do the honors. Oh yeah, I'll hold the one. So, Marron, native to WA, in particular the southwest Australia. So freshwater crayfish, you would say, yeah?
Yep.
Obviously not as big as what you would get like a crayfish, red crays that you often see off the west coast here. But yeah, what's the difference between the size? Like are these female, male?
We've got here, so this is a female.
Yep.
So what you tend to see is the nippers are a lot smaller.
Oh, okay,
males have a lot wider.
Do you get much claw meat out of that or not?
You get a little bit, yeah.
But mainly, obviously that meat in there, that is what we're looking for in there. So
it's the tail, same as your cray.
All right, sweet. So let's go cook then. Sounds good. All right, we'll see you over at the barbie. All right guys, you could not have picked a better day to cook. Look at this setup, picturesque. What a kitchen to be cooking in. Amazing produce. We're gonna do some Marron. I've got to make up a little lemon myrtle and garlic butter, cook them on the barbecue out here. And we've got truffles, they're gonna go on top as well. We've got some potatoes, which we've parboiled, and we're gonna just fry them up with some kale. And then we've also gonna put some truffles on top. We've kindly been donated these amazing truffles from the Truffle and Wine Co. They're the first trufflery in WA. They're literally just up the road here. They've donated first class, grade 1 truffle, which we really, really do appreciate. So definitely check them out. Amazing truffles. So yeah, we're gonna cook with them. It's gonna be awesome. All right guys, so first step, we've parboiled some potatoes. They're literally grown around the corner as well. We don't obviously have an oven out here. We've got, barbecue and a old school gas burner. So yeah, just parboiled them in that pot, and then in there we've just put in a little bit of olive oil, and then we're just gonna chop up some butter. I mean, you can't beat a bit of butter and oil together. So we'll chuck that in there, all right? Give that a bit of a stir around. So just dump those in there. They probably are a little bit overcooked. It's more of a hash than a fried potatoes. But yeah, we're just gonna cook that down with that butter, and then we'll throw in some Tuscan kale, also in season at the moment. So we'll just rough chop probably about half a bunch. This dish, we're going to feature the Chardonnay, okay? It's going to go so well with the Marron and the truffles, and we'll bring the family down here and have a sunset feast. So yeah, it's going to be good. All right, so that's probably enough. All right, we'll just put that aside. And while we're waiting for that, we're going to make the garlic butter, okay? So in the mortar and pestle, we're going to use butter. We'll get some garlic in there first, sorry. All right. And give that a little bit of a crush, okay? So just crush it up a bit. So garlic and Marron, it's a match made in heaven. And then we're gonna use a little bit of lemon myrtle. So lemon myrtle, native Australian ingredient. We love our native Australian ingredients, and we'll just sprinkle a little bit of that in there. It's got quite a unique citrusy taste, and it's just the leaves that we use in there as well. So we'll just crush that up a bit. All right, a little bit of salt, about a teaspoon. That will also help grind it down a bit as well. All right, so that goes in there. All right. And then we've got butter. We'll probably just chop it up. All right, and then you just mash that up like that, okay? You could, if you didn't have a mortar and pestle, just do it by hand, but this way you get all those flavours all through the butters as well. All right. Just get my spoon and give these potatoes a bit of a stir. And if it starts sticking, just add more butter. That's always the rule. Whoop. Whoop. Whoops. That's a blooper. All right, we're looking like we're going to be more of a mash today. Camp style. Can't really go wrong with a camp style mash. And I'm just going to chuck in another knob of butter, all right, for good luck. And then in there as well, we're going to put a bit of Dijon mustard. Great with potatoes, it's going to be awesome with truffles as well. So yeah, just put that in there. A little bit of salt. It's a rustic mash at the moment, but we're outside. No one really even cares. And great wine to be prepping food with. All right, so now, Barbie's hot. All right, so what we're gonna do, get the Marron, we're gonna just move that aside. All right, so what we've done with the Marron is we've just kindly ended their life, and then we've just washed off all the mud and silt from the dam with some fresh water, and then yeah, just cut them in half, pulled out any of the guts and all of that stuff, and then just literally laid them on some paper towel, then in the fridge. So these are super fresh, okay? So yeah, we're ready to put them on the grill. What we're gonna do is put them, you know, the flesh side down first, and then we'll flip them over, put the garlic butter in there, and yeah, that'll be the way to go. All right, just oil them up, just to stop them from sticking on the hot plate. So our potatoes ended up being mashed, but you know, you can't beat a truffle Dijon mash, right? And we're out in the bush, doesn't matter. All right, so that's going. We'll throw the kale in. We could probably put that in now, and then we'll just literally chuck the lid on. All right, you could do it without greens if you want them, but you know, you got to get your greens in. All right, so in that goes. And you can just give it just a tiniest stir, just to let that break down a little bit. Lid's on, gas burners off. Let's cook some Marron. We've just put a little drizzle of olive oil on. Barbie's hot, and then we're just gonna give them 2 minutes on the flesh side down, flip them over, put the butter on, and then that will all soak in through the meat, and probably about 2 or 3 minutes that side as well, okay? So yeah, we'll start with that. Just make sure like there's no excess water going onto the grill, because it's just gonna obviously cool down the grill, which we don't want. All right, so, and you can see the color, they're just starting to go that real beautiful orange color at the moment. So yeah, that's so good. All right, so they've been on for 2 minutes. We're just gonna flip them over. They're only par cooked, which is what we want, because we want to finish them on the other side. But yeah, good color on there already. Put the butter on, which we'll do now, and then just shut the lid and give it another 2 minutes or so. So yeah, get your truffle butter, lemon myrtle garlic butter, just a little knob in and around the head bit there, the filling, and you can also just sprinkle some on the top as well. A little bit of salt on top as well, and then we'll finish with the fresh shaved truffles. They're pretty much perfectly cooked now, okay? Obviously very lean meat, so we don't want to overcook, and they will carry over cook as well. So, but the shells, the flesh is actually just starting to come away from the shell, which means that they're cooked, okay? So we'll pull them off, and you can see that butter's all, You know, look at that. That one there, that's a fine specimen. So what we're gonna do is just split this up so then I can shave the truffles on top. It's just finished with a little bit of fresh sea salt as well. And yeah, we're just gonna do like a layer it up. So yeah, once again, amazing truffles. And so we're just gonna shave a bit on top. Obviously truffle, it is quite the, you know, it's a pretty strong flavour, so you don't want to go too crazy with it, but we're in truffle season, so we're gonna go crazy. So this really does showcase the produce of this region, you know, like, you know, marron from the dam, truffle from up the road, potatoes from across the road, you know, walnuts we got in the crumble literally from the back block. So, you know, this really is local seasonal produce, and that's what we really love. GH Produce and Gather Hunter channel. So thank you for watching. Thanks once again to the Truffle and Wine Co for donating this amazing truffle. All right, finish with a bit of sea salt. Bang. Some fresh lemons grown by my dad. So thank you, Papa Hagger. All right, so we've got the truffle kale potato mash, which was meant to be fried potatoes, but we're going into more of a mash form, which we don't really mind. And yeah, once again, we're just gonna put some shaved truffle on top. Oh yeah, that there is a feast for kings, cooked in absolute paradise. Yeah, all local produce, you just cannot go wrong. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and we're going to enjoy a bit of a feast, and yeah, we'll catch you in the next episode.